Anybody that trusted Peter Obi, with whatever he says, meaning that that person is trusting the ability, of Satan to prepare dinner, will now invite Jesus Christ and the disciple to come and dine with him. Between him and Victor Ume, he made a promise during his campaign. He will die in Afghan. He's not going to leave Afghan.
Like this in wonder shall never end. Yes, so since when Peter Obi declare on a 110 proposal, you understand? So if he become the president of this country, he will run 110. So we know say many people don't react concerning this issue. Labour Party fashion with all those Abude people, you understand? So this man they call Arabambi, so he don't call national TV now. He said that Nigeria should not trust Peter Obi because his tenure has expired in Labour Party. Well, I know I talk too much. When I hear the man, when I hear this man talk, I hear the laguna, the winner, they watch the interview. Well, I mean, when I give this man one name under the conversation, I also follow for more updates. I also share one love for Sugar Boy.
Peter Obi, because of his antecedents. Nobody forces him to say he will not leave Afghan. But there was an issue between him and Awume over the conduct of local government election then, which he did 3 months to the expiration of his tenure. And that was, what caused that separation. And he now left and, he went to PDP. From PDP, what happened? He came to our party 2 days to expiration of a presidential primary in Asaba. We gave him the ticket. But the rest is history. You see the way he's also trying to hijack Labour like Senator Victor Ume, resisted him there. Because I remember I have the video here where the man said, we told him he can't be ordering us around because you are governor, you have money, and you want to be ordering us around. We told him that no, the answer is capital no, and he left them. But today they are co-travelers with Senator Victor Ume. In this they are started to make Nigerian government. They are all co-travelers now. So we are not going to trust him because it is impossible for Satan to now be preaching to people. Come and take dinner. Jesus spoke with your disciple. There are 2 parallel lines that can never meet. So Obi cannot be telling Nigeria that, oh, don't worry, I will do one single time. When that be an issue with his own mouth that he will die inside Abia, he's not going to live, praising Ejuku Keba, that respected leader. But today, where is
But what if his political convictions have changed and many now see him through different eyes as an elder statesman who is committed to the people, and by every action, especially since the 2023 presidential election, he has proven that he indeed identifies with the people and he believes that everything that an elected president can do in 8 years, he can do in 4 years. And if you look at the reasons he has cited, he says it's in line with justice and what other leaders who are respected globally have done. He also cited late Nelson Mandela of South Africa. Isn't that a pride to the Labour Party?
You see, it's an insult for Peter Obi to compare himself to Nelson Mandela. It's an insult. They are just 2 parallel that can never meet. Here was a man who could not even build Labour Party. You have heard him when he said he is not here to build Labour Party, he only wants to build Nigeria. He said it openly, that he doesn't have any business building Labour Party, and that is exactly what he's doing today. A party that made him what he was today, because he ran under PDP. But during the answers, there was agitation by the youth. They were against the maladministration of 8 years of Baba Bubu. They were tired of PDP, and they saw the only option in Labour Party. And that was what, he rode on. But for him to not be comparing himself to another statement, I think we have to look inward. For any husband and wife, I think they will know themselves better than this most screen attitude of I am a good husband and I am a good wife outside. They will know themselves better. We know Peter Obi better even than his wife. We know him better than his wife because he has shown us shaggy in that Labour Party. What he did in Labour Party, in fact, people like us, I didn't even believe anybody can graduate for me because I am a street person. But Peter Obi successfully, attempted to destroy our party and to make us look regional. Here is a man. I said it on this TV station when he populated our campaign council with one side of the country when I said no. But today, it's the same man saying, oh, I cannot be president from the south and the chairman will be from the south. And this was my objection in 2022. That he said, no, that is what we want to do it, where we have the secretary, the DG of the campaign, from Anambra, director of finance from Imo. We told him that, come, why can't we make it northern, the secretary general of the campaign, because we'll be campaigning in the north. Most of the northern people, let them hear from their subject. He said, no, they'll be interpreting. How can you now want to build Nigeria?
Oh, Mr. Arabambi.
It is impossible for you to promise, you can build Nigeria. It is impossible.
Right. Just to put a couple of things in perspective. First, you alluded to the fact that, or you said that Labour Party made him. Like Labour Party was already a party to beat a big party, so he didn't make Labour Party. Labour Party made him.
Yes, of course.
So isn't it ironic that you expect him to build a party that you already said is made? So I don't know why you expect that. That's on the one hand. I mean, secondly, saying you know him better than his wife, Mr. Arabambi, come on. A person's wife stays with him more than any other person, except you stay with him more than his wife. Maybe that's something you might want to share with Nigerians. But just to put it in proper context, so people know that, okay, I'm not saying it literally in that sense. It's probably just figurative, really. But maybe you want to respond to those questions. But the important part is this. So what exactly is going on with the Labour Party? Because he says he has not left the Labour Party, but you are saying something about tenancy. I don't quite understand. He still says he's in the Labour Party. We've seen his deputy, that's the former vice presidential candidate of your party, going around and saying, well, Mr. Peter Obi is aware of this, and he's meeting with Labour Party officials. So what exactly is this tenancy bit all about? Are you the landlord? Is it the tenant?
No, we are the landlord, of course. This is my 18 years in Labour Party. We are the landlord.
So is the landlord expecting tenants to build the house?
No, thank you. That's why we said this tenancy has expired. Now, a man who came to the Labour Party, with I am on national TV. Obi became a president candidate, and everything he done in that party is to the tune of 32 million naira. 32 million naira.
Million or billion?
32 million.
Like the money he spent.
For his, nomination, from which the party now gave all the delegates money that day. He was not the only one that paid. We have a young nurse, Faduri Joseph, who also made payment. Dr. Padi Tomi, make the payment, and one other woman. He came, they were asked to step down for him, which they did. But no one had transpired. Everybody know that acronyms with Labour Party. We know they spend shishi. No Kobo or Peter Obi came into the Labour Party. To any of our candidates, you can ask them. No Kobo, I know the number of meetings we did. He did not support the party or the candidate, not even at the word with one Kobo. But this is what he did. As at the time, there was an issue between Apapa and Julius Aburi. They went to US. They went to Indonesia with him and they raised money. But you see, just like I said, I never believe, anybody can carry me as a mugu. Honestly. The money came. The party did not know. They went to open an account. That was why you see Aja Yusuf were making all this noise about Peter Obi. Aja Yusuf and Itwai Budalo, they were the two people that superintended over the party finances. Without the party, knowing, it was at the point of withdrawing money, both Naira and dollar, that they came to the party. I'm going to challenge him. They should bring the letter. They opened the account before they came to obtain letter of introduction. I repeat, they opened an account in Fort Bank. Though it's before, this matter, we also take a substep. I will not mention those banks, but we know the bank and the account number. So what now transfer was that they came, and the two of them superintended over our finances. And that was why Obi planned with those two people to rig Labour Party in the 2023 election. Because how can we go? You want to contest against Atiku and the Tinubu of this world. You differentiate yourself of 54,000 polling unit agents out of 189. You now went to court without result because they did not pay the agent, despite all the money, because he said, oh, we don't spend shishi. But you also, when Obi said he spent 800 million on litigation, I put it to him that they did that case for him pro bono. Pro bono. Obi did not spend anything. So how could you just come into the party? You deceive us, every one of us put in our mind. Only for us to know that they just came, to do whatever they want to do. Even in Edo, our candidate for the governorship was Olumide Akpata. Do you know that Itwai Godalo, that pastor, did not vote for Olumide Akpata? He rather went for the sojourn with his brother elsewhere. These are the people that will be parading even with Aisha Yusufu. They were the one that is keeping Labour Party money. And that was where Tanko came out to say, Obi has donated over 600 something million in a year. Where did he get that money? Obi has never.
He said to what?
No, he said, the donation. He's the chairman of the obedience something. He said, Obi donated money to all the churches, schools.
Yes,
to the tune of,
camps.
Yes.
He said, I think all of them, he said to the tune of 600 something million. Okay. But I want to tell you that Peter Obi, even as far as Labour Party is concerned, never traded such an amount with us. So that was when we now got to know a president candidate that is receiving a lot on party fund. The secretary does he have access to it? The chairman does not have access. That's the man that wants to govern Nigeria. With Aisha Yusufu. Aisha Yusufu can never depart from Peter Obi.
But Aisha Yusufu has given an account of the spending of the party during the 2023 presidential election.
That is not the way to give an account. When you are presenting, all of us went to school, you don't present such an account. Obi does this on 4 lines, you say, oh, this is what I get. What about the people they paid money to? We know it, you see. We are only waiting for 2027 to start.
So hold on. So let's be clear so that you put your thoughts in context. So what are you contending with and what exactly is it? So you say he hasn't spent the money or he didn't spend the money as claimed. So how much did he spend? How much did he claim he spent? What do you know that the public is not privy to?
I said Peter Obi never expended any money inside the Labour Party other than the 32 million. Every other
so
money.
the 700 or 600 he said he spent in the contest.
No, it's not the primary. No, donations. The schools, the nurses.
So that's a different kettle of fish. That's his personal life.
No, it's not personal. It is Labour Party money. It's not personal. Obi has never donated money to anybody. You can bring it out because I am aware of Kanu Wako in 1990 when he said he went to meet him for donation to the Kanu Foundation. He said this money is not for public use.
So the ones he went to donate that. Okay, let's be clear. This is not my line of argument or the question. The face-off he had with the governor of Edo State, where the governor was saying, where did you have 15 million? Are you saying he didn't donate that money? Are those the monies you're talking about? You're talking about political money? What exactly?
The political money is what himself, Aisha Yusufu.
So let's say with political money, you're delving into charity or donations.
No, that was Labour Party money. Are you getting me? That somehow he managed, to corner to himself. And that's why you see.
What you're saying. So hold on. What I understand, you're saying that the monies that were donated to him during the elections, he held it back.
He held it back.
And that's why what he's using.
And that's why we failed that election.
Hold on. Let's take it one at a time. Sorry, sir. Just hold on. The money he collected donates. I want to be sure we understand.
Yes, the money
that he collected from donations for his election is now what he's using.
I have some of them.
Mr. Arabambi is what he's now using for charity.
Yes, I have some.
The man is a billionaire. I hope you're aware of that.
Which billionaire? Where did he get the billion from?
Can you provide Nigerians proof that the monies Peter Obi is spending now on the charity that you're talking about actually belong to the Labour Party? What's the proof that you can provide Nigerians?
That's a question. I wanted him to be clear on this.
In Austin, US, they donated $80,000. Dallas, $75,000.
Okay.
North Carolina, $110,000. New York, $150,000. You understand? We have that's why I say, he will see me in court. All this money, our agents were not paid. And that was why they now decided to impugn on the integrity of our judiciary.
So, Mr. Ram, I'm sorry, your submission,
yes.
so that, you know, I'm taking it one step at a time,
yes.
so that the audience will not be confused whether we're all over the place. Your submission is to the effect that monies were donated to Peter Obi
yes.
for the election. And
no, to the party.
Yes, whether for
to
him,
Labour
party,
yes.
to the presidential,
for the presidential election
yes.
or the election in general.
Yes.
So you said, because he said he doesn't spend shishi, he kept that money.
Completely.
And your submission is that you believe those money that he did not spend for agent and all of that is what he's now using for charitable causes.
100%. Two, that was why he rigged Labour Party out of the election. I am not going to believe in
an election he intended to win.
No, he intended to lose the election. That is why I said, you know, the man just used some. Like I said, I don't believe. I'm a street guy. Honestly, I don't believe that at this stage somebody can even move me. I don't believe. But you see, there was a man. We are saying fact in those accounts. Achai Sofu is not an officer of the NWC. Ituagadano is not an officer of the NWC. But they raised this money. They now went to those banks to open an account. It was at the point of withdrawal that they came to the party. You know, I'm repeating it. But let me challenge them. Let Peter Obi bring the letter the party gave him. It's different from the name they used to open the account.
In total, in total, how much do you think came for the campaigns? How much was released? How much is the balance? So I'm answering my question deliberately.
Obi is keeping
so,
about
hold
12 billion. With him.
He's keeping how much?
He's keeping about 12 billion. This is not
you know, it's a serious allegation, right?
Can Obi go to Obi to tell him in court?
Okay.
Even all the lawyers that went to court, let me tell you, they deceive Nigerians. Do you know? They know the first schedule of the Electoral Act. Chapter 4, 5, 6, that when you are filing a petition, you have to go in with all your evidence, the resource sheet. They went into that tribunal without any, because the people they are supposed to pay 10,000, they didn't pay them, which they also agreed that they didn't have money. So how do you now go before judges and say, oh, we are the winner of the election, knowing fully well that the law said that you must tabulate your result. To prove to the judge, oh, this is what I have, this is what Atiku has, this is what Peter Obi has. Let me bust your brain now. Do you know that we didn't challenge Atiku?
You can't bust my brain.
Do you know we didn't challenge Atiku election result in the court?
Atiku didn't win the election, so why would he challenge him?
Oh, so when you go to court and you are now suing number one, it has admittance that the vote due to number two is correct in law, because unchallenged evidence before a court of law is a Supreme Court judgment. It is admissible as fact. So if you are not challenging Atiku result, how can you now be challenging the result of FPC in every of the polling unit ascribed to PDP? That is number one.
So you're confusing me already. So
no, I said
I don't understand.
In law,
yeah.
When you don't conduct a fact placed by your opponent in the court, if your opponent say, oh, your cloth is white and blue, and he now file, that prevailing objection. If you don't file your counter before the judgment, it is deemed that always you will be wearing black. You wear black and white. You cannot win that case. Because the judge will ask you that you did not controvert the evidence of this man and you left it unchallenged.
In simple terms, so somebody won the election. He said he also won the election. Atiku also won it. Atiku didn't challenge Peter Obi, did he? Atiku challenged.
No, Atiku cannot be challenged. It's the third person.
Okay, but he was challenging.
It's actually the same.
It's the same thing.
No. It's not the same thing.
No, because he's also admitting that those votes.
You said?
Are you a lawyer?
I can argue that. I have.
Are you a lawyer?
No, I have full.
Here's what we'll do.
Because Nigeria is here.
No, it's not about.
I have the electoral and I have Pretoria of judgment of Supreme Court.
It's not about Peter Obi or Atiku.
No, I said lawyers are listening to me.
It's jurisprudence here.
Yes, I said when you fail to controvert a fast place before a court of law, you will lose that matter.